tonight's tale is called The Forest of Ishtar. My wife Naya and I have been together for 5 years. We have gone through hell and back, and loved through it all, no matter how busy our lives had gotten or what obstacles we faced. Needless to say, a weekend getaway was much needed. Naya has never been one to shy from going camping, so I reserved us a private camping ground surrounded by forest on a private lake called Lake Fulci. We arrived at around 4 p.m. to our camping spot on Lake Fulci, and I, Hayden, parked the car. We both exited the car, and Naya took to unpacking the food and such, so I decided to set up the 2-person tent for us. Naya finished up unpacking, and I was still doing the tent and blowing up the air mattress, as I told her to scope out the view. Naya took in the view of the sunset overlooking Lake Fulci, as the cool breeze blew the pine trees that engulfed our private campsite. The view was breathtaking, if I may say so, however, not as breathtaking as Naya, my love, with her beautiful brown eyes, black hair, and the softest espresso skin I've ever felt. Naya smiled at me as she told me the view was beautiful, which I replied, not as beautiful as you, and which she smirked and blushed. Ah, that smile of hers could put the lake to shame. It had become late, and we decided to make a campfire and enjoy some s'mores. We held each other close, and I looked at her, told her I loved her, as we both embraced with a kiss. We pulled apart to catch her breath, and she hinted at us going to the tent to have some fun. I knew exactly what she implied, and gleefully went to the tent. Naya told me she will put out the fire and join me after her cigarette, which I replied, "All right, don't take too long," as I winked at her. As I got undressed and waited for Naya's arrival, I quickly used my data on my phone and put on some R&B to enhance the mood. Naya and I had been talking about having a child for some time, but have been so busy with work that we've not had the opportunity, so needless to say, I was ready and raring to go. It must have been 10 minutes and I was starting to worry. Then suddenly the zipper zipped open, and there, standing with Naya, in a red-laced teddy and red song, I couldn't believe my eyes. I was stunned, as never in our whole time of being together had she dressed up in attire such as this. Naya looked unbelievable, and it wasn't long till she was mounted on top of me. I couldn't believe what had gone into her, as she embraced my lips with another long kiss, only for me to ask Naya, what had gotten into you? As I have never seen her act this way before, in which she replied, I was puzzled, but figured it was some kind of kinky roleplay. Fun, and I decided to go along with it. Morning came, and I had awoken to the smell of smoke. I rolled over and realized Naya was not in the tent, so I unzipped the tent and stepped out to see Naya sitting in a blue lawn chair by the campfire, which had been extinguished and smoking. I say to her, some crazy night last night, huh? You were quite something, I tell ya. I got no response, which I found odd, and approached her slowly, repeating myself, as if she didn't hear me, and still no reply. I asked her, are you giving me the silent treatment? Did I do something wrong? No reply. I got close to her, and grabbed her on her shoulder, to get her attention, and to my surprise, her head had rolled off, and there in front of the campfire, I stared at her decapitated head, with her eyes carved out, and her tongue, which looked to be ripped out in terrifying horror. I started gagging and panicking, maniacally, as I saw her chest had an 8-point star carved into it, and words that said, "Who's your wife now?" If you like what you heard, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell, as you'll hear more lore of Gore coming soon.